afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Nexus. In the east, it is McBain fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the 21st Panzer Division with Blitzkrieg, featuring Panzer Division, tactical movement, reconnaissance overflights, the command tank, and to a close air support vessel. On the west, it is IncaUna for the Commonwealth here with the Royal Artillery, Vanguard, and tactical support patrol of bulletins there. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Also, a big thanks to those who support me via Patreon. Of course, those who donate, you too can donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the video description. And that was a little brief message out of the way there. We got Grenadiers here from McBain. No son of the MD42. Probably going to be a bunch of Grenadiers or possibly an early sniper here versus IncaUna for lead arm. We got double sections and the Universal Care for IncaUna in the British Army, the Commonwealth. Grenadiers pioneers heading northwards. They both in fact are heading for the northern fuel point here. The south remaining completely neutral, unspoiled territory. Pioneers going to bring in a section. They're being pushed off the fuel point just in time. They're going to pop into the building, which of course is going to make things a bit more difficult then for McBain to take the point. So honestly, not better off just heading southwards now, but obviously he's going to keep fighting for the point here and get himself bled out. That's usually also one of the trickier things about the Wehrmacht versus the British. Like, if they rush to a point, you're usually going to be behind because, again, your Grenadiers will hit later. And you're just not going to be able to, like, deal with the duck in Brit play in the early game. You're not really supposed to either, so the best bet here is, honestly, he's leaving one Grenadier squad to frustrate the opponent around the fuel point there, but obviously you just hit southwards here, which is sort of what he's doing. But he's certainly finding himself a bit punished for trying to hit northwards here and go for the northern fuel point, as IncaUna there is rather locking it down. So we got more Grenadiers here, no MD42 there versus IncaUna and the British Army here in the first opening moments of the game. Shots being fired here, Universal with its little Bren gun there. The section of course applying more firepower, Grenadiers focused out in the section. More Grenadiers to end again, heading southwards. At this point, this is just a stalling operation, a decoy, just to buy time here and just keep IncaUna from not advancing too far in the north. It's obviously not going to do a lot, but again, it's going to buy McBain time to then push southwards, gain the fuel here. Grenadiers ultimately falling back. The job done, and they're just not going to get much more done. Second order pushing southwards here, and of course in this regard McBain is a bit slow in the south, so it's even there it might run into issues here versus IncaUna. Point is secured, Pioneers setting out, and honestly this again is when MD4 would have been great. We got 4 Grenadiers, not because again he'd actually be able to have like a bit more units out faster rather than just going for all Grenadiers. I mean, that is also the risk about the heavy Grenadier build. In some ways it's more mobile, but it also has some pretty glaring flaws, since again you need to build the infantry company before you can get anything out of it. So again, timing-wise, you're actually going to be, you know, somewhat behind your opponent. Whereas again, if you go for Grenadiers and an MD42, you do have that slight time push there, if you will. It do, despite being a bit delayed, you still get a bunch of units up roughly at the same time. We can sort of maybe slightly edge in, which is going to be crucial as, you know, factions like the Brits. But now, southern fuel point there being seized by the British Army, going IncaUna with a lot of troops there. We also got the Americans coming in to be a bother. We got the Vickers K already mounted up there, making even more formidable foe there for McBain. Back here, Grenadiers reinforcing. He will need to take up swiftly. Grenadiers going for the section. They're already in light cover. Bonus, technically just, you know, piece of wood, but already here, that means they'll get a bonus. That means McBain's Grenadiers are going to be a lot of trouble. In this case, though, he doesn't retreating much the like of McBain. Bit of an itchy retreat finger there on IncaUna, hitting the northern fuel point there. Grenadiers moving in there, going for the carve point. Still has a fuel point. There we go. Take up there from McBain's. Again, rough start here versus the British. We got sappers out there. Of course, IncaUna already taking up there very rapidly. One of the advantage of the British faction. Grenadiers running up north. Tech halfway done there. Grenadiers being routed. Tech halfway done. Grenadiers they're being pursued aggressively down to just one man. Troops are reinforcing, almost got there done. He'll probably go for the like to make a push up to 2-2, of course, versus the British. Yeah, we can also see here we got the AC being requisitioned. Of course, that's the thing. By the time you usually have one armor count that can hit you with the AC, which is typically hard counters it. So, situation in the Wehrmacht, it's going to be a rough one. And again, this is the sort of risk, by going for heavy Grenadier build. We got the like to make a nice company up there. Grenadiers versus the Universal Carry, again, really powerful. Got 6 kills already, and has barely suffered any damage. It's also really difficult to catch up with. And again, it's kind of the thing that requires it to catch up, but again, by the time again you have it out, they got the ACs. It's a really prickly situation. McBain will probably have to go for Pack 40s, which aren't nearly as great counters to the Universal Carrier. He's finding onwards, but it's not really a great start here from McBain. AC Mach 3 on the way for IncaUna. He's being focused down there. Go manage to ambush it with double Pantherfaust. That's going to be great there from McBain. Of course, he's still in the issue that he's far behind on resources compared to his opponent. But at least he took out the Universal Care, which will help McBain notably. I mean, that Universal Care has been just kept bleeding away there and just really been an absolute bastard. Norfolk on this trying to hit from Northern Fuel Point, but again, we got IncaUna there dug in with his forces here from the British Commonwealth, the 51st Infantry here versus McBain 21st Panzer Division. We got a 250 on a half track. Flame for a half track, I feel like an interesting pick, but versus what's likely going to be an inbound AC, it's obviously going to have a particular flaw in it. Looks like someone got drank there, though of course they died. Second moving up, Sab's there, going to bring up. He's got the AC in there. He might be able, no, he's not going to be able to catch the flame for a half track. Of course, obviously, upgrades it nonetheless. If he cancels the upgrade with the AC up, because again, the AC will shut down the flame for half track fast, but at the same time, because we keep it screened from the AC, it could in theory work out for him. But again, it's going to be pretty tricky here. We can see there, McBain doing his best to play around here for the time being. IncaUna, but the AC is going to be a real bastard of a problem. He's going to need a pack, maybe even two there to help deal with him. Going to this section here around the carve point. Again, he's looking to disrupt, slow down IncaUna's fuel income there, and ensure he doesn't like spiral too far ahead of him, which of course is very good. Flame for half tech almost done, but yeah, that AC Mach 3 is going to be a real problem there. Got him retreating, got the point here. Pack 40 is sometime away here from McBain of the 21st. Going to use this section here. Coming in here, burning away at the section. Also reveals, of course, to IncaUna that there isn't a flame for a half tag out there, so obviously any surprise elements, but also it might cause IncaUna to play more aggressive. In theory, it could work out, but if he's not ready to stop it, obviously it's going to be an easy kill there for IncaUna. Now, of course, for IncaUna, the question is, can he go for it? Like, is he going to try and make that risk, take that risk, and make the bet? Pack 40 there from McBain in the German army. Sections advancing here for the south for IncaUna. AC hanging back here. Sabres could lay down some mines for some stuff. Back here, we do get bolted section on the way there for IncaUna and the British Army. Section charging on the DC, who on their own are not really much of a match there. Pack 40 almost done there. Continues reinforcing. Getting the section to lay down sandbags. Very good. Hitting the northern fuel. Continues on watch. Staying close to the flame for a half track. And there you go, pack 40 out, the Panzer Abwehr 40, at which point, if you can sort of keep close to the flame for half track, he can get a bit more aggressive versus IncaUna. Back here, Grenadiers reinforcing, Grenadiers moving out there, Sappers under fire, flame for half track moving in there, burning away at the section, out in the open, scorching them and roasting them, forcing retreat here. So be careful, they keep trying to keep the pack close, but of course, one mistake in that flame for half track is going to be toast, and there we go. Great here on the AC Mach 3, but all their flame for half tech is almost done. But there you go, man, to get around the corner. Smoke screen popped it, going to these nearby. Theoretically able to put a Panzerfaust, but oh, almost got there with the Pack 40, the Panzer Abwehr 40. Need to fix up the Flampanzerwagen swiftly. But now with the AC, not quite in the fight, he can actually push it, and there we go, to see McBain does that. So far, some nice recovery after, I'd say, a pretty risky start. I mean, again, heavy Grenadier builds, again, have that particular inherent risk of just timing. Which again, versus most of the Allied factions, in fact, all of them don't have to build a build to get out in the infantry and can quickly fall behind, particularly as the British are really good at just digging in at a point. And the Wehrmacht as an early game is not a great attacker faction. It's not without an MG42 backing it up. And even then, of course, was the dug-in Brit. That's not going to help you too much out. So heading for the southern fuel point again. Still, McBain is recovering on the back of the pack and the Flampanzerwagen. If you can upgrade its Grenadiers, that'd be useful. Any additional tech here and there, but also here, there you go, Vickers out for IncaUna. Quickly dealing with the Grenadiers. Section there, good to go. Flampanzerwagen going out. Obviously a bit pressure there. He may want to consider some Panzer Grenadiers at some point. Grenadiers routed. Vickers though still pushed away. Does not want to risk it. There you go, burning the section. Flame IEC Mach 3, they're being repaired here for IncaUna. Nothing further going on the base. He's still got plenty of munitions. We'll have to see, of course, how much McBain makes it to the doctrine. So far, I mean, at most there's going to be passive. Now, there is tactical movement, and of course, there's reconnaissance overflight, though I don't think he needs much knowledge. Still, he's actually now got a good chunk of the map left, so he's actually managed to recover nicely here. Partly due to the flame fire tech, but also that Pack 40, and getting rid of that Universal Care, I think, was also a very large helping hand from McBain. Banker up there. AC Mach 3 almost done. The southeast section advancing for King and Country, the Commonwealth. Gonna camps inside the building there, though without a light machine gun or any other upgrades, the Grenadiers will fall a bit short. There's all these sections. There you go, McBain decides to pull them out of there before they get murdered. Pack moving in. Flamethrower heading southwards. A few mines could also be an idea here for McBain if he doesn't want to go for like light machine guns and the Grenadiers, which would otherwise I think be a pretty good upgrade. Panzer Grenadier squad could be an idea. Second pack could maybe also be something to consider if he's really worried, or a mortar maybe. There's like quite a few options for McBain. Quite a few options here, though. I feel like he's making a bit of a mistake there. He's pushing the flamethrower tech too far ahead with a potential option of IncaUna just rushing it down quickly and destroying it. At which point, McBain is going to be in a matched up position dealing with the section plus the Vickers. Otherwise, I think McBain's a longer term goal needs to be at somehow stabilising further and then taking up. The faster he can pull from medium armor here versus IncaUna, the better. Up north, south is the Grenadiers. No upgrades on them, so the Grenadiers should actually have a chance. That's going to take a bit of a while there. No, he ends up falling out of that one. Flamethrower far, but there you go. Pack 4 lands hit. The MG42 from McBain. That's going to help stabilise for something a bit more armoured, I think. Flam Panzer going to be fixed up. 6 Panzer going away. The IncaUna help deal with the Flamethrower Architect, plus any Panzers that McBain might chuck at him. Grenadiers stay in a pretty bad spot, I think. Low on health, out in the open, need to retreat. Grenadiers swarming up here, quickly shot there by I think the AC map 3. Jürgen drops dead. Northern points being lost. Need to be careful about that. Burning the section. Grenadiers are routed down to just one man, taking intense firepower there from IncaUna. Also on the tech, but we got the machine gun header, the MG42. Pack 4 landing hit. No, actually not landing hit. It missed the AC map 3 there. Guess there's wishful thinking on my side. Burning at the section. Grenadiers down to just 2 men. Forced to retreat. Back here, he reinforcement going on from McBain. You can see the pressure that he's just rushing out. Troops not even fully reinforced here. He's quickly losing ground once more. And he's losing the north. He is taking up, though. That's good there for McBain. Thing is, IncaUna's already taking up as well. And, well, he doesn't need to build a building. He can, in fact, probably push for armor faster here, though. I suppose there's a chance that McBain might be able to slightly delay that if he pushes for the few points efficiently. But the AC there remains a bit of a headache, to put it mildly. Still no sign of upgrade. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. One Grenadier squad thing equipped with the LMG-42. Section advancing into the MG-42. Suppressing both of them. Very good. Ding on the center victory point. Hosting them with good German lit. They've almost got the AC Mark 3. Got the center victory point. We got 313 versus 177. Now in the northern point here. And there you go. Company command post ready. The IncaUna and the 51st Infantry. Grenadiers in southwards with a light machine gun. They like the machine and Gewehr. Section up, there's the Grenadiers in the north. Flamethrower half-tech ready to strike the Tommies. Good lord, Terrence. I can't help but feel things got a bit warmer. Really, I hadn't noticed, except we're on bloody fire, you idiot. Vickers holding up. Their 6-pounder guns forming up a small holding point there, which McBain's going to struggle to break through with, but he's still playing around it, so again, thumbs up there. As always, if you encounter a significant obstacle you can't deal with head-on, don't just play around it, maneuver it. I mean, that was partly German doctrine, you know. Hell, that's kind of what made Rommel so, you know, notable for some during World War I. He just went like, yeah, I could get all of my men killed, or I could just hit some where they aren't as strong and just outmaneuver some little shitheads. Probably didn't say shitheads, but you get the idea. And that's honestly part of Blitzkrieg. It's not just, you know, hitting the, you know, really, really fast tanks and guys. It's about hitting them really, really fast where they aren't ready for it. The south here is being won by 2 sections. Again, light machines to provide some firepower there. Take out for McBain. He can soon push for some armor. He's probably going to need some Stugs here. The Sturmgeschütz 3 aus Fungi. He's likely going to go for the Panzer IV there, as it is the conventional safe choice. And do not underestimate the power in a player's mind of the conventional safe choice. Playing for up to the 1 kill. If he could, he might actually want to consider laying down some Schützenmine here with the Flampanzer bank to help slow down British advance to catch up vehicles. So let's actually manage to cut off the points. Again, note how he pushed for the cut points in several cases there. Again, just disrupting his opponent's resources and then grabbing the points themselves. Thumbs up to McBain. Good play there. Though again, if you start there with the heavy grenadiers and no machine guns, definitely again not what I'd recommend in 99% of the cases. I mean, if you're Joe or someone like that, you can probably make it work. But if you're not, yeah. Okay, McBain here, clearly getting a bit desperate, or he's got an idea always going for the command tank. Use versus infantry, Less useful versus a tank, though. Grenadiers wipe, they don't blow there. Need to get the flame fire take away. That's definitely too close to things there. Pack 40 setting up. Mines here will be helpful, and again, just sneaking in some mines here with the flame fire would be great. Sadly, seems to be overlooked there by McBain. Oh, we got the command tank nearby, the Fels Panzerwagen, equipped with the short velocity semi-final gun, or Stummel. As the Panzer IV was initially acting infantry support tank. Little fun fact there. And there's actually another fun fact is actually, even by the late stage of the war, it's not uncommon for older models of tanks to be used as command tanks. I believe, for example, the 2nd SS in Normandy, for example, had a Panzer III command tank. So, little fun fact there. And this again means 2 command tank falling back here. Section moving up there for IncaUna and the British Army. Floating a ton of munitions. No grenades, no Bren guns, nothing. But, yeah. Command tank, we need repairs. I guess he went for it just because it's faster to get out, and then he just wanted something to slow down the opponent's advance. But I still feel like a Stug would have been a much better choice than McBain. In the center machine gun, Flam Panzerwagen striking here at the Tommies, scorching them through. British, of course, need to find a weak spot here to hit McBain on, or they could just try and barge their way through McBain. All this section they're being burned through here. 3 killed, close advantage 1. Still no sign of the mines here. The Reglum Schützenminen or Tello S mines, but he really should consider some mines. Mines can, you know, do quite a bit of good there. IncaUna replacing the 6-pounder gun that gets destroyed by those filthy Germans, and there you go, weapon racks up. Bren guns and Piats on the way. Command tank there being fixed up. Gun itself, while they didn't see any use on the tanks after a certain point, was actually heavily used on half-tracks and even on some armoured cars. So, little fun fact there. Gun is being hammered over the AC and the Vickers machine gun. So, Pack 40 hanging back, the half-H-22. Still no mines. I really would like McBain to lay down some mines and upgrade his grenadiers. I would also like to see some Panzer grenadiers, but I think I'd see his preferred to do first. But get some mines down. I mean, it's definitely one of the overlooked things of the half-track. It's not amazing, but, you know, being able to lay down mines is just damn handy and should not be overlooked. I've certainly been had my posterior say it a few times playing a half-track mine, slowing down the opponent, because the thing is, they don't expect it. They don't expect it, and what your opponent doesn't expect is usually a huge helping hand to you. Sectioning about there with the Bren guns trying to the grenadiers there. Bit slow response there. Now we got lots of Bren guns there from IncaUna, half to the third half from the 6-pounder gun. Shots miss it though. Pretty lucky. Stug almost done. Command tank possibly also having a bit there. There's a need to retreat. They're falling back for now. They're going to need support there. Need to fix up the flame fire check. Progress down the command tank. The south to assist there. Going to about here. We got the Crommer moving in. Stug almost done the McBain and the 21st Panzer Division. Which technically would not have been any Stugs directly attached to it. It would have been Geschützwagens, kind of meant to fill the role of the Stug. Looks sort of more like a Marder, really. Little fun fact there. Sadly, they didn't add them in companies too, unfortunately. Sadly. Command tank moving up here, shoots on the section. There you go, decent hit, I guess. It wasn't really one of years. Other 6-pounder gun ready to opening up. Direct hit here, Stug nearby support. Flame fire being fixed up. Directly on the Stug, probably should pull that one back. McBain also may want to consider mortars, since with the increase in support weapons and the slowing down the pace of the fighting, a mortar could I think do McBain here quite a bit of good there versus IncaUna. Could be used by clearing up the machine guns or the anti-tank guns, at least just suppressing them with smoke. And by suppressing, I mean not technically in terms of like suppression mechanics suppress them, but you know, preventing the bastards from flying back, that kind of suppression. Troops are healing reinforcing. Command tank hits. Not the greatest movement there by McBain. Was able to at least get the worst out of it there. But I would say that was a bit risky there. Smoke popped there by the AC. Got 286 versus 117. Feel like some panzers would be a great deal. Also needs to go this gun back to reinforce fully. Looks like he's too fast there on the fingers. Again, he's probably feeling pressured here by IncaUna and wants to stabilize, but it can cause you to make mistakes like that, so that's always something to be mindful of. Of course, got all these sections with Bren guns. Hammer tactics going up for Comet there for IncaUna. That's going to be a problem there for McBain. That will definitely require more Stooks. And there we go. We do get the mortar, the Granadenwerfer. Thumbs up there to McBain. Exactly what the doctor ordered. The German one, that is. Not the British one. The British one orders tea. And opium. Because he's from a different time. Stook moving in there. Flame Punk moving up as well there. Of course, need to be careful. One mistake and that flame is going to go up the flames. Got the command tank moving up. Pioneers moving in as well. There's AC moving up. It's going to be a tight one here. Shot from the command tank there helps survive. 600 gun. Flame take down. That's going to hurt him a bit. Gets the AC, so I guess that's slightly wasted out there since the AC is definitely more expensive than the flame for a half track. Still does sack from McBain here. He doesn't really want to make like 1-for-1 trades here against the British, even though like slightly favourable. He wants like at least 2-for-1 if possible, or you know, none for one, even better. You know, he preferably just wants to kill them. Need to retreat the Pioneers there. We got air support called in, trying to disrupt here the British position by hunting down the tank. I feel like calling in a super close support for single Cromwell might be a bit much, but there you go. Does successfully push it away, and he can destroy the anti-tank gun, which he probably should do that or steal it. IncaUna finally commits for doctrine his Vanguard operations. Got the 6-pounder gun there. Gains control of the centre. Needs to grab the southern points here. Still, McBain is fast on it, so thumbs up to that. We will also definitely need more armour. Around the centre point here, seizing the southern fuel and victory point. More infantry would also be a great idea there for McBain. More sappers for IncaUna and the British Army, the 51st Infantry. Sappers almost done there. Go Cromwell from the north. Another MD-42 there for McBain to help further deal with the infantry. Certainly with increased Bren guns, having more infantry counters is not what you'd call a bad idea. Troops are healing force. You need to fix up the Befehlspanzerwagen. Gonna retreating from the south. Almost got the southern fuel point. We got 219, that's 117. Trying to shoot ahead, trying to get that Cromwell. Decent hit there with the Sturmgeschütz 2 as from G. Closer. Veterans 1 could add the pinlock machine for to add infantry, anti-infantry. Command tank slowly getting ready. Still, McBain is in a much stronger position than was in the early opening moments of the game. Hiding again the power of, you know, looking for another place to attack rather than just straight into your opponent's gun line, which is really just one of the consistently best piece of advice you can ever give. You don't just keep running into the damn guns. Unfortunately, up against the sections. Machine being hammered, need to retreat the mortar. Machine opening up in the flank of the Norfolk under the escort there, catching IncaUna's troops in a bit of a deadly dose of lead. Command tank ramming as well there. Got progress in the southwest by McBain and the German army, the 21st Panzer to be short. Command tank strikes in the centre. Troops are reinforcing. Definitely want some more armour soon. Panther 4 would be a great pick. Osman would be a great pick. Or just another Stug, really. More Stugs would help just specifically deal with the armour and threaten it. Of course, Osman and Panther 4 would also be with infantry. Comet there on the way for IncaUna, which probably is going to force him to go for a Comet, since 2 Stugs is going to be very good against that. Shut it down, I think, reasonably fast. Pushing up here for the centre. Of course, as long as the opponent doesn't enter tank, and he can also get more aggressive, as long as he doesn't get too aggressive and blindly charging in. But command tank backed up by Stug. That's going to give IncaUna a bit of a hard time. 1 kill there. Veteran Chief. Oh, Veteran Chief. 4 kills, Veteran to 1. Damn it. Brain there slightly backfired. Back here, trip reinforcing healing from McBain. South, they got the MD-42 moving up. Need to be careful not pushing it too far either. That could quickly hand it over to the British. Malta wants to set up. And again, I feel like he really should consider some mines. Stellar mines sitting there could really do a lot here to catch up any enemy armour. Which is obviously what you want to do. Particularly we could catch him with a Stug. Still nothing here. I hope he's not planning tier 4. Have a slightly not so great feeling about that. Heading north, it's very good. Still no sign of mines here by McBain. I feel like he's putting too much stock in Stuga close air support, when honestly 4 telemines would probably do you a lot more good than Stuga close air support would do you in 95% of the, not 95, but 63% of the time. 4 telemines would probably do a lot more good than the Stuga close air support. As Mark Twain said, Imperial Dane is the only guy whose statistics you can trust. And if Mark Twain said it, because I said it, it's got to be true, right? Gunners up north wiped out here. Gonna place them. I think you should consider some Panzergrenadier maybe. There we go. Ostwind. That's probably also helpful, but versus the Comet, not so much. Really needs more armored firepower there versus that one. So I recommend another Stug here, and then, you know, a Panzergrenadier squad. Also, Telemines. Get those Telemines on. Right now, McBain's actually got most of the map. He's actually managed to control the situation from IncaUna, though. Still, it's the sort of situation where things can quickly just go pear-shaped if he's not careful. Bit of using that little height here. Machine gun fire mortar firing down. The command tank bit exposed there. Column moving up. Pack 40 is in a bad spot. They can't need to cover the center Stug there. Targeting probably great big IS port called in from McBain. This is where the Ostwind could be useful though. Command tank's about to get knocked out here. Plantation smoked and is being hammered. Pack 40 bounces off the Comet there. Ostwind moving in. They're shooting at the passing aircraft. Punishment to the south, still on mines again. Here, but like he just laid down some tunnel mines. The Cromwell and the Com probably hit them, or at least one of them had, in which case you could probably deal with it. Instead, they're just moving about freely. So, less optimal there. Need to get the Ostwind to the front line so they can then further shoot down the aircraft and, you know, maybe deal with some of the infantry as well. Troops being suppressed here, Mortar hammering away. Got 2 kills, close to 2. Crom moving in, then be careful here. Might want to get the Stug up. Aircraft routed. Little quick strafe here. Machine gun hammered. Mortar falling back. Well, the machine coming at the south, at least should be. Pioneers trying to fix up the command tank. Rough getting the section. Stug moving ahead. A bit too far, perhaps. A bit too far. Careful there, careful. 4646. Shot fired and missed. About to lose the Stug. That's going to hurt, I think, McBain quite a bit. Pop smoke. Smoke. Nieben. Scheiße. He's bouncing to Panther faster, but he's going to wait to finish it off anyways. Still, it does slow down a bit. Prevents him getting back into the fight there. But for the sun, the fuel on that section pinned down to the ground like insects. McBain needs to get another Stug here. Instead, he's going for tier 4. I definitely feel like that's a not great timing. He's also not pulled the Stug back to the base. Oh, scheisse. He got lucky. Shot bounced, but I don't think he can be lucky 2 times in a row. Could be. Well, that's another kind of luck, but holy smokes. That's, okay, there you go. Luck runs out. I mean, there's eventually, like, you know, limits to how lucky you can get with the Stug in that situation. That was horrible, just sloppy play the McBain. Might just been pressure, all that, but, oh no, he should have pulled that back to the safety space. He's going for another Stug. Should counter that tech, there we go. And then he needs to call another Stug as soon as possible. And you want as many Stugs as possible for more firepower. Yes, target upon air support. Oh, he got cleared up by grenade. Good work there. Punished him for being too slow there. Air support running down. And again, it's in theory nice, but Telemines probably could have done a better job. Like, there are situations with Stug close air support would be great, but honestly, there's a lot more situations where Telemines will just do the job quite well for you and be even better. Because again, they're more consistent. Even Basley, as you can hear in the background, my cat is deeply upset here that McBain did not, of course, rely on the humble Telemine. Sure, it may not be as flashy, but who cares about flashing when your opponent's tanks flash up as they explode consistently? Another shooting away from McBain, finally, very good there. Should have had that out sooner. Mortar firing down, needs to bombard. He's also running out of infantry, definitely a problem with McBain as well. Meanwhile, IncaUna has 4 sections still. Could be a real problem there for McBain if he's not careful. One of many real problems. Like, that's the problem right now. McBain's issues are just growing in number. They're multiplying like rats. And he needs to put them out of commission. So there you go. Second Stug almost done for McBain. Got 26 with 327. The issue with McBain is he lacks infantry, which is going to be crucial for clearing out the support weapons and such that rapidly.
Air support is coming as requested.
And there goes second Stug. Fixing the command tank, 12 kills, veteran T2. Cromwell's good to go, Comet 11 kills. IncaUna could theoretically eventually go for another Comet, which could probably prove to be a death knell there for McBain. I don't think with a common 2 commas I had much of a chance with all the infantry. Like right now, McBain is just struggling with most things. Coming northwards there for IncaUna. Quick pack hit there, punching through the armor. Sandbags up here to defend the center victory point further. So ready to use another Stuka close air support. IncaUna probably just digging in there. Either he's going to try and sneak through, in which case if he's ready to attack for the south, he might be able to catch McBain off pretty aggressively. Gunners there almost wiped out. Pack creates a hit there, but lose the Gunners are going to put McBain in a worse position. Decent hit there. Command tanks in force taking a few hits there. Machine gun setting up support here. Black comes from the sections, troops the mitchell pressed. Command tank down to health, those two charging heavy. Got air support called in, but with no armor in sight, he's just gonna, you know, waste munitions. Oh, he actually takes the bait though, but Stooks are charging in there and Stinson firing there. Shots missing or bouncing. Air support not hitting either. Got a hit there finally with one Stook. But we can see that they're already beyond the arc of fire. He's now calling his own air support. Needs to get the Stooks out of there now. Instead, he commits further. He doesn't have the Osman supporting it. Looks like it's a all or nothing here. Assault from McBain. Do or die. Got the anti-tank gun, but he's, I feel like, extending here. Stook there. Awkward pathing there. Not great there from McBain. Not great. Dude's about to get knocked out. Aircraft shot out of the skies here. Pack supporting, but actually he's getting a maneuver just shot to bait. Dude's about to get knocked out. Gun is moving up. Smoke's been popped. Other Stook nearby. Pack 40, of course, in a bad spot. There he goes. Stook down. Pack cleared out. Things are falling apart for McBain. Still shot infantry. He's lost the Pioneer squad. And there we go. Halfway done with St. Comet. McBain realised the match is over. Game over. GG. A loss here for the German army. Victory for King and Country, the Commonwealth. A brutal fight here on Nexus. Again, McBain had a weak start. He was able to compensate for it by again playing well, outmaneuvering his opponent, avoiding, you know, grinding himself down nutritionally. Problem with being in a mid-game. I feel like, again, he put too much stock into close air support. He should have laid down mines. So either the half-track or tiller mines. I feel like they've done him so much good here against IncaUna. Probably could have won him the match if he'd done that, but he just didn't do that. That's a huge asset there for IncaUna. And then that assault, they just felt also a bit rash there. Definitely a mistake as well there. Also, lack of infantry in the late game also, I think, hurt McBain considerably. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.